This is Rudkowski of WeAreChange.org here in bloody United Kingdom, and we're going to be asking the most important question of all: do the people here actually believe in free speech? Free speech creates ideas. Ideas threaten authority, and we have seen the authority here in the United Kingdom squash down on any offensive tweet and social media posts, where over 650 people were arrested in this country this year for just posting something that is deemed offensive. So let's see what people actually really think. Do you believe in freedom of speech?
What? Say anything?
Anything you want?
Well, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everyone deserves their own freedom of speech, so yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that's a cool thing, man. Yeah.
100%, I do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's important that people feel like they can express their opinion, express what they believe.
Well, there's a freedom of speech to a certain extent. It shouldn't be offensive to, or in a bullying sense.
Do you think the government should arrest people for online bullying?
Yes, why not?
Do you think that violates freedom of speech?
No.
Where would you draw the line? When should police arrest somebody for their speech or online post?
I would say if it's something that's like pretty much very morally wrong.
When should police arrest someone for their speech online?
Straight away, really. Cut it out. Straight away.
My last question is, what is your most kind of controversial opinion that you believe in?
I don't think it's particularly controversial, but people probably would find it controversial, is that I'm a Christian, so I believe that Jesus came and died to rescue me, and I'm sure that there's many people that would find that massively controversial.
Speech. They say we're free to say whatever we want, but if we say the wrong thing, we're arrested or we're charged or we're treated like scum for it. We can't say how we feel. We're not allowed to stand up against the government. We're not allowed to say what we feel against anything. Because the moment we do, we're in the wrong. And we're treated like fucking scum.
What do you think about 650 people this year being arrested in the United Kingdom for offensive online posting?
I think it's ridiculous. I think they're trying to tell us how to think, how everything. It's wicked, it's evil. And the man you're talking to here had a hell of an experience in England.
What happened?
Well, if you just look at my phone here, you'll see that my name's Vernon Mussington, and it said entrepreneur hauled into court for a hate crime for saying "all right, geezer." I went to Crown Court a few months ago for saying "all right, geezer."
What?
It's Crown Court, the big court.
Wait, what does "all right, geezer" means? I don't even understand.
In America or in Canada, you say, "Hey, dude, how you doing, dude?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?" Exactly the same as that. So I said, "Hey, dude," to somebody that looked like a man, dressed like a man, and in fact, according to the law, was a man. And I ended up being locked up in the cell all day, yeah, and taken to court. I had to go to court twice. I went once in September, and they found me guilty for a hate crime for saying "all right, geezer."
What?
Yep, and they gave me £360 fine, 150 hours community service, and a 2-year restraining order.
What?
And because I work with children, and I've invented a sport here in England that's going to be a big sport one day, I thought I had to fight this because they were trying to get me kicked out of home and all this kind of stuff. So I went back to court in February this year, and I won my case, and I got acquitted. But all I said was "all right, geezer," and I ended up in a prison cell, and I ended up in the Crown Court for "all right, geezer," like "all right, dude" in America.
I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How did this situation unfold? Like, were you just walking down the street?
I was standing outside Tesco's in January 2016, and I was speaking to a guy. Me and him were just chatting like we are. And then some guy walked past me who looks like a hippie. You remember Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
He looked like Shaggy. Yeah, he looked like Shaggy. He's going bald on top. He's got hair here. And I said, "All right, geezer," as he was walking past, because I've seen him around. And then he grabbed out his phone, and I can show you the footage, not now, but I can show you the footage. He said, "How long are you going to call me geezer? How long are you gonna..." He says, "I'm a woman. I've got breasts." And it was evening time anyway. His voice was really deep, man, really deep, you know what I mean? So basically, he was a geezer, and I got taken to court in England for saying "all right, geezer" to a geezer. And one thing I said to the judge, I said, "Judge, if this person who is accusing me of misgendering," that's the word they used. Have you heard that word before?
Yes.
Yeah, misgendering. I said, if this person was here for an offence of themselves, what prison would they send this person to? And they said to an all-male prison. They wanted to teach me a lesson. Do you know what I mean?
I'm leaving this country immediately. I think it's fascinating here because we talk to a bunch of people even off camera, and they have legitimate fears even speaking out against the British government here. And when it comes to people being arrested for being offensive, we have to understand we choose to be offensive. If someone says something about us, if we believe it's true, we get angry. But it's all about understanding and having belief within yourself and not letting words get to you. And then once we could draw that line, we wouldn't have the problems that we're seeing here in the United Kingdom with their police forces investigating people online instead of the real crimes that are happening in this country, and we wouldn't have the current situation that we have now. And that's why I am getting the out of here.